Hello everyone, welcome back to Skilling Minds. Hope you guys are doing great and you liked our first video on Tableau overview. If you haven't watched it yet, it's right there on our channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click on the subscribe button with the bell notification so that you're the first one to receive our videos. And today, we are giving you a hands-on session on Tableau worksheets. If you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. So let's get started.
Welcome to Skilling Minds, where we impart skill knowledge with easy to understand presentations and hands-on sessions. So whether you're a student or a corporate professional or a homemaker or an entrepreneur, adding skills helps you to increase productivity and attain proficiency. Most people delay adding new skills either due to lack of time or resources. But here at Skilling Minds, we will enable you to learn new skills at your own pace that can help you to stay ahead in today's competitive world. So let's jump straight away into today's topic and add a new skill to our portfolio with Skilling Minds. Welcome to the hands-on session on Tableau worksheet. Here in this session, we'll utilize the worksheet, put in the data and try to turn it into meaningful information. Now there are two ways to open the worksheet. On the top, you see the worksheet menu. You click on that, you see new worksheet. Once you click, a new worksheet is assigned to you. Other shortcut way is on the tabular bar on the very right hand side, you see this icon here. This represents a new worksheet. Once you click here, again a new worksheet is assigned to you. Now once you have this view of worksheet, all you need to do is you need to pull out different columns of data from your left hand side tables and analyze them. Now let's start with a very simple formation of a bar graph. For a bar graph, let's try to pull out car types and drop it in the rows here. So we see different type of cars mentioned. Now what we will do is we'll go to the claims data, pull up the claim amount and look where I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it right besides the car type. Once I do that, the total amount of each and every car type claim amount is represented here. Now these are numerical data and we want to convert them into some form of a graph so that we can visually understand which is bigger or which is smaller. So to be able to do that, we just go on to our right hand side. We see the bar graph recommendation here. We click on it and our data turns into bar graph. Now you might see different bars representing different car types with their respective claim amounts, but which is longer or which is shorter, why don't we sort them out and understand. So to be able to sort them, we'll go to our car type header here. From that we'll select sort. We will select sort by the field that we are looking into and automatically it gets selected in the ascending order. What if we want to look at it in the descending order? All we have to do is just click here and then we have a descending view of the same. So this tells us that SUV has the highest claim amount, followed by pickup, minivan and so on. Now what we're doing is we're looking at data in totality. Another way of forming bar charts is the stack bar chart. So let's go to the stack bar chart recommendation. As we click here, we see all our data comes under a single bar. But this is a stack bar chart, so we see different colors representing different car types. And the size of each color represents the claim amount. The bigger the size of the color, the bigger is the claim amount. The smaller the size of the color represents the smaller claim amount. Now, this is good to view in totality, but what if we want to know in different sections of the same car type and claim amount available to us? Let's do one thing. Let's pull up this car use, and now I'm going to put that in columns. What does that do? That gives us a view where we can see all the car types available in commercial sector side by side to all the car types available in private sector. And again, each color represents each of the car type vis-a-vis their claim amount. An interesting fact that is very obvious to us with our naked eyes, but we can see out here, is that there is a difference in colors. So what does that say? You see this in commercial, this orange color is not available in private. Why? Because in commercial, we have a car type which is a panel truck, which is not relevant to the private sector. And in private, we have the steel color, which is not available on the commercial. So what is that? That's a sports car. Sports car is relevant in private sector, but not in commercial sector, and hence it's not available there. So this is the way we can look into data and quickly understand all the attributes pertaining to a data set. Let's explore different types of charts available to us on the right hand side column. Now let's move from stack bars to, let's say, a side by side bars view. When we click on it, we immediately see two sections have been made in form of two different blocks. Let's say this is the commercial block and the other one is the private block. Now side by side view gives us a clear indication of the same type of car vis-a-vis its claim amount in the different sections of commercial and private. For example, this green color represents SUV. In commercial, we see this bar is shorter than what it is in the private, where I think it's actually the largest in the private sector, or in the total claims data. The SUV in the private section has the maximum number of claims. Similarly, for a pickup in commercial, the claim amounts is larger as compared to pickup in the private section, where the claims amounts is lower. So side by side view kinds of gives us a very clear indicator of different claim amounts pertaining to the same type of car in different sections of commercial and private in just one graph itself. Now let's represent the same data in circle views and try and understand how it looks from that perspective. So when I click here, you see that again there are two different colors representing the circles. One is orange and one is blue. Orange is for private sector and blue is for commercial. But in the same graph, we can see that again SUV private is right on the top because it has more number of claim amount value as compared to, let's say, the pickup in private, which has the least, and rest all the numbers fall in between. Now this circle view can also be extended to side by side circle view, and again here each circle represents the car type pertaining to the block that it is in and the total number of claim that it represents. And with no surprise, we already know this, the SUV in the private is right on the top and the pickup in private is right on the bottom of these circles, and the rest of the values fall in between. Now let's make this more interesting. Let's click on, let's say, tree maps view. What does tree map do? Tree map represents the same data in form of different rectangular blocks, and the bigger the block represents the size of that particular car type. So again, SUV private has the biggest rectangular block, which indicates that this is the section where a lot of claims have been made, and then when we move on to other car types, we see the blocks getting smaller according to the claims that have been made in those respective categories. Let's make this more exciting and move to a view which is called packed bubbles. Once I click on this view, we see different bubbles representing different car types closely packed together to give you a visual understanding of which bubble is bigger than the other or which bubble is smaller than the other. And private SUV again is the biggest bubble, followed by, let's say, the pickup in private, which is the smallest in the private category. And in commercial category, represented with blue color here, pickup is the biggest bubble, and we can say commercial minivan is the smallest bubble in the commercial category. Again, it's a representation of different car types pertaining to their total claim amounts, and we can easily look at where the claims are made more and where they are made less. Now we can also look at this in the form of a box plot if you fancy one, and immediately we see that two sections are made, one for commercial and one for private. This gives us a clear understanding of the median values. For example, the median of commercial is lower than the median of private, and also the range in which the data is spread across with the claim amounts. Each dot again represents the car type. The SUV private on the very top, telling you about the highest number of claims made, followed by sports car in private, and so on. And similarly for a commercial sector, we can also hover around each and every dot and see what it represents. So something like a pickup commercial is on the higher side of claims as compared to minivan in commercial, which is on a lower side of claim. And also the spread of data for commercial is lower than the spread of data that we have in private, telling that the more amount of claims are made in private as compared to commercial in this particular data set. So this is how we view the data in worksheet vis-a-vis different chart forms. And with that, I would like to conclude today's hands-on session of Tableau worksheet. If you like this video, then please go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe Skilling Minds. Leave us a comment on which skill video would you like to watch next. Also, press the bell notification button so that you're informed as soon as we upload a new skill video. Till then, take care and bye.